Welcome back to Power in the Pause. I'm your host, Chelsea, and this is the space where we slow down, breathe for a second, and remember that sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is pause. Today, we're talking about something that I see come up all the time with women I work with, and it's feeling responsible for everyone else's emotions. And sis, let's just be real for a second. That is exhausting because it doesn't just show up in big moments or in crisis. It's in the everyday little things. Walking into a room and immediately reading the energy, noticing someone's tone shift and wondering if you did something wrong, trying to fix it when someone else is upset, and overthinking conversations way long after they've happened over and over, making sure everyone is okay before you even check in with yourself, sis. And on the outside, sure, it can look like you're just caring, thoughtful, emotionally aware, but internally, you're carrying weight that was never meant for you to hold. This is what starts to happen over time. You just stop noticing other people's emotions and you start feeling responsible for them, responsible to fix it, to manage it, to make it better. And if someone is off, maybe distant or upset, your mind immediately goes to, was it me? How do I fix it? And sis, this doesn't come out of nowhere. This pattern is learned. A lot of women who feel this way grew up in environments where they had to be very aware of other people's emotional states. Maybe there was tension in the home. Maybe emotions felt unpredictable. Maybe you learned that keeping things calm meant staying connected. So you adapted. You became the one who could read the room, the one who could anticipate needs, the one who could smooth things over before anything escalated. And that skill, yeah, it helped you. It kept you connected. It kept you safe. But what worked then can feel overwhelming now. Because as an adult, sis, that same pattern turns into something else: emotional over responsibility. And this is where it gets complex because it doesn't feel like a problem. It feels like who you are. I'm just an empath. I'm just really caring. I just love hard. I just don't like it when people are upset. But there's a big difference between being aware and being responsible. You can notice someone is having a hard day without making it your job to fix it. You can care about somebody without carrying their emotional experience. And what I just said right there, sis, that's where we do the work. Okay, so before we go any further, let's pause. Wherever you are right now, just take a second with me. Take a slow breath in, pause, and a slow breath out. Again, inhale, pause, exhale, and just notice how often your body feels like it needs to stay on, alert, attuned, scanning, always checking, is everyone okay? And for a moment, just let your body soften. You don't have to manage anything right now. You don't have to fix anything. Just be here. Says one of the biggest shifts that has to happen here is this: other people's emotions are not yours to manage. And I know that can feel uncomfortable because if you've spent years being the one who holds everything together, letting go of that role can feel like you're doing something wrong. But I promise you're not. You're just stepping out of a role that you were never meant to carry forever. Because when you take responsibility for everyone else's emotions, wow, a few things start to happen. You overextend yourself, you ignore your own needs, you feel anxious when things feel off, you start shaping yourself around other people's reactions. And slowly, you lose a sense of where you end and other people begin. So, how do we make this real? What does it actually look like to start shifting this? Let's get intentional. First, notice when you personalize someone else's mood, when someone is quiet, distant, or off. Pause and ask yourself, do I actually know this about me or am I assuming? Because most of the time, it's our brains filling in the blanks. Second, let people have their emotions without rushing in to fix them. This one is hard because your instinct might be to smooth it over, make it better, or take responsibility. Sit in that discomfort. Sometimes growth looks like saying, they're allowed to feel what they feel, and I don't have to manage it. Third, check in with yourself before you check in with everyone else. This is a big one. Before you go into fixing mode, pause and ask, what do I feel right now? What do I need? Because you matter too. And sis, this is the part I really want you to take with you this week. You are not responsible for keeping everyone comfortable. You are not responsible for managing the other people's emotions. And someone else being upset does not automatically mean that you did something wrong. You can be caring without carrying everything. You can be supportive without sacrificing yourself. And you can be emotionally aware without losing your own center. So, sis, if you notice yourself this week scanning the room, overthinking someone's tone, or feeling the urge to fix everything, I want you to pause and ask yourself, is this mine to carry? That question alone can create so much space. Thank you for being here with me today. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with another woman who might need the reminder that she doesn't have to hold everything together for everyone else. And if you want more conversations like this about healing, growth, and stepping into the woman that you're becoming, come join me over on Instagram at She is Society Official. Until next time, remember, there is always power in the pause.